Alrighty, YouTube's another one of Kips Clips. So last night, going into this morning, was the summer solstice. So happy summer solstice to everybody. 2018, and I love this time of year, and it's the summer solstice couldn't have came at a more perfect time for me. And again, what I'm going to do is just reiterate what I said last year as well. The reason I find that the summer solstice, not just the summer solstice actually, but the winter solstice as well, positive, is because it gives me a fixed point. I know where I am on this earth. I know where the earth is in relation to the sun. I'm a flat earther shell. So the more and more ball deep sometimes in this information you get, for me it's a continuous roller coaster of, oh, I've found it, oh, I'm lost again, oh, I found it, oh, I'm lost again, oh, I found it, I've lost again, oh, I found it, I'm lost again. And it seems to be a continuous kind of a roller coaster ride of epiphanies and then crashes and epiphanies and crashes and epiphanies and crashes, and every now and again you just need a fixed point to find your own direction. And as I said last year, Lost, just find your North Star. Like, your North Star's a fixed point. It allows you to know where you are on the planet. It allows you to find direction. And that's what I use the summer solstice for. It's another measurement that kind of can't be disputed, apart from people that watch YouTube videos and then tell you the earth is flat. But for me, it's a real positive. And not because of mumbo jumbo bullshit or what have you, or oh, let's all hug together and feel the sun and the energy and all that. For me, it's just knowing where you're at. I mean, you don't even know what time it's at. You don't even know what time it is, right? The summer daylight savings, winter daylight savings, fucking time zones and everything. It's hard to even find a fixed point on a watch. Now, I'm not saying I can't tell the time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, and also as well, when it comes to dates, I mean, everybody thinks it's the year 2018. Well, it depends who you ask, isn't it? It really does depend who you ask and what fixed point that the people who invented the calendar that we're currently using, the Gregorian calendar, I believe it is it's their measurement. You know, it's a man-made measurement. 2018 it is. It's a man-made measurement. It's no measurement. It's no genuine timeline. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. And again, the more I've tried to improve my ignorance on lots of things, failed lots of times, but still continually to try and improve my ignorance. You realise that it isn't the year 2018, that's just a man-made number, made up, boom, alright, let's call this year day 0, there we go, every year after this we'll stick one on the tally. It's a man-made measurement, whereas the summer solstices, the winter solstice, the equinoxes, for me they're very powerful. And for that reason, I know lots of people will just want to go and, I don't know, sing Kumbaya in a field and all that, right? And that's all good. I love doing that shit as well. But that's what it means to me. It means finding my North Star, knowing where I'm at, knowing where the Earth is in relation to the sun, and it's cyclical, isn't it? Everything's cyclical. Everything goes in a big cycle. And if you're feeling lost, which is a continuous feeling for me, it's always somewhere where I arrive back at, but it's cyclical again. So even understanding the cycles of even understanding that kind of cycle right there, which isn't man-made as we know it, but there's a cycle there, there's points in time, there's reference points that you can clearly point at and know where you are at on this earth. And And for me, that gives me direction. I know it sounds bizarre. It gives me energy. It gives me direction. It makes me feel a wee bit more comfortable on this earth for a wee second. I no doubt that will fade, but it's just part of the cycle. And yeah, it's a good reference point. To gather, I don't know. It's a good reference point to look back at what's happened since the last time the Earth went round the sun and came back to this point. And for me, each time you come back to one particular point, I mean, you could use if you want to, you could take note at every single one of these points of time, and it's easily understandable, and take note of where you are at on your journey. For me, what I want to achieve for myself is a continuous progression. You know, not just standing still, not just being in the same spot, doing the same shit, thinking the same way, believing the same crap, and never progressing, never moving on. Being caught in a quagmire of the info war. They want you bogged down with bullshit, victimhood, fucking fight him, fight them, fight this, fight that. And on another note, they want you useless, and they want, I don't know. On another note, the alphas of this planet, if they can't make you a useless human being, well, if they can't, basically the alphas want less competition, so they're trying to turn. I believe the people that are in charge, the elite groups that lord it over us and stuff, don't want any competition. They don't want anybody sitting around organising, understanding what's going on here and trying to do something about it. So they would quite happily have you all in a fucking field getting high as a motherfucker, going I'm in one with the Earth's vibes, man. Look at my dowsing stick. I'm going to go and find gold. To me, that's a useless. To me, that's no use to me. Maybe that's fucking all the use in the world to other people. It's an individual's perspective, isn't it? But for me to further myself, my journey, to achieve the things that I want while I'm on this fucking rock spinning round a big ball of flames, there are boxes I want to tick. Selfish, I know it's horrible. You're meant to just go and never actually look after yourself. You know, you're meant to ignore all the fucking shit that's going on in your whole life, all the shit that you know that you can probably do something about if you actually try and do something about it. You might just ignore that and project all that into helping others rather than yourself. I'm a bit more practical than that, and I use this time to find my North Star and regain my balance, regain my direction, regain my strength, regain my energy. And this time of year, for whatever reason, I just get energised, man. I think it's that clarity in my mind of knowing where we're at. You know, you lose faith in the calendar. You don't even know what fucking time it's at. These decisions are in other people's hands. In fact, I've probably cracked the code in my head. I work best solo, man. I find it hard to work in groups and stuff. I mean, I really do. I ain't an individual that was made for group conformity. And even agreeing on the calendar, I can't do that. I'm bitching and moaning, I don't know what fucking time it is. But this isn't dictated to you by other men. Whatever, the big accident, the big fucking bang, whatever created this shit in this cycle is above us. That's all I'm saying. It isn't man-made law, it isn't man-made religion, it isn't man-made mumbo-jumbo to fucking control you. This shit is way above us. Whoever designed it, what accident happened, and that is where my wonderment is at. Not the Illuminati and 5G going to fucking kill you because Max Egan told you so a year ago. While he's constantly retiring from fucking doing world tours. Fucking old fraud bastard. I hate that cunt, honestly. Cult of personality that's around him is deep, but the cult of personality that's around a lot of people is deep. And like some people want to be self-important as well. But anyway, so summer solstice, what does it mean to you? Well, that's what it means to me. It gives me a reference point, a fixed point in time that isn't dictated to me by another man. Right? And for me, that is, it gives me, like, you know when you think about something in your brain and whatever happens, it releases chemicals into your body and you're, whoa, that's what thinking about that does to me. This reference point that we have has been given to us. This clock that we've been given isn't this fucking man-made one here. This is the genuine. This is the OG of fucking clocks, right? This was the OG of clocks before fucking clocks were even a fucking thought in man's mind. And you know where man got the fucking idea for clocks from? That, I don't know. Let's say you stick a pole in the ground. Let's say you make it look like an obelisk. Or maybe let's say you do a stone circle or something. Right? That is using, I don't want to say God-given, but fucking universe-given or whatever. It's using the OG of clocks to allow us to give us measurements. And it is quite powerful for me. And again, as I said last year, I'm going to go and check that out. You can go and see what I was saying last year. That was the winter solstice. God, I thought it was the summer solstice, mixed up. But anyway, that was the one I done in the winter. And again, it's about finding your reference point. So if you're feeling lost, and I know I continuously feel like that, it's like a, you know what I mean? I've cracked the Illuminati code! Oh, it's a load of shite. Oh, Alex Jones is telling me the truth! Oh no, it's a load of shite. Oh, David Icke, shape-shifting reptile! A load of shite. UK column, finally someone take... Oh, a load of shite. You know what I mean? Labour, Conservatives, SNP. Who's going to be your saviour next? Who's the next sacrifice they're offering up to fucking gain your loyalty? So, happy summer solstice, everybody. We know where we're fucking at. So if you feel lost, find your North Star and follow it. Use it to find direction. What that direction is down to you. You man, every individual needs to make up their own direction, don't they? They need to look inside themselves and see what they actually want to get out of life, what they want to achieve in the small time that we're here. Life is way too short to be sitting with your thumb up your arse thinking about how you could conquer the world. You need to put some of this stuff that's going on up here into here, and then carry it out in here, and then take it out fucking into reality and put it into practice. Otherwise, everything that's happening is in your nut. It's like a VR, isn't it? Everybody talks about, the technology, man, the technocracy, the technology and all that, man, it's coming to get you. Lots of people are living fantasy lands in their fucking head, and then they don't realise it because they're in fantasy land the same way that many people, I'll put my hand up to this, is young computer game goers and stuff. God knows how many hours I spent in role-playing game, RPG games. You know, I couldn't deal with who I was, or who I wanted to be, my lack of control, lack of power in this fucking reality. I had no way of dealing, I had no way of understanding and relieving the fear of how hard the journey of life is. So you resort to creating other realities. Role-playing games is just one example. I love the Star Wars one, and the Baldur's Gate or some shit. I was balls deep in the fucking consoles and all that when I was younger, and I quite happily lock myself away for hours upon hours upon hours creating this character in a fucking computer game. And remember Grand Theft Auto came out, man, and it was like, oh wow, you can actually get your guy, you can get your character in Grand Theft Auto to go to the gym and make him look fucking hard and all that. And I done it. And oh man, it's all the fucking time wasted in that virtual reality. And you know, the virtual reality is in our heads. It's not in a computer game. It's our lack of ability to understand that we can actually go out there in the real world, achieve stuff if we try. Even if you don't achieve it, go out and give it a fucking go. I mean, if you go out and give shit a go, I know it's going outside your comfort zone and all that, right? But there is really something to be said about... What's that song? I love that song, Sunscreen. I don't know if you've heard it. Go and listen to it. It's beautiful, man. And I think it says, each day do something that scares you. You know what I mean? And it's kind of... I would elaborate on that, and like each day try and step out your comfort zone that little one wee bit, even if it is just saying hello to somebody at the bus stop, smiling and waving. I mean, it's general progressions, isn't it? If people really are stuck in the house and awkward to get out and finding it hard to fucking find it hard to I wouldn't say fit in, but get on out in society, out in the real world. I mean, it's 1,000,001 little tiny baby steps people can take. Join a gym. Right? You don't need to speak to anybody, but it gets you out there in the mix of mixing with normal, regular people, rather than fencing yourself off and getting in this conspiracy world, or your computer game world, or your football world, whatever world you create for yourself inside your slave pen. You can actually put some time and effort into creating some nice realities outside of your slave pen, whether it be joining the gym. And you don't need to speak to anybody, but you're just in the thick of the general public. If you go consistently, you'll start to speak and communicate and get on with other people from different places, and people that aren't in the circle jerk of whatever reality we've created for ourselves, whether it be on the internets, on the YouTubes, on Facebooks, on the computer games, whatever reality we've created for ourselves. So there is a lot of small steps we can all take to relieve that emptiness in ourselves. And knowing where you are on the planet, finding your North Star, finding some direction, getting some power for that shit, that's what I use it for. So happy summer solstice, everybody. Have a good one. And tune in this afternoon for a World Info War News at 1. Alrighty, YouTubes. Catchies!
Keeps clear.